Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to wrap up a few odds and ends, including running to get a refund from the Amish. I don't know, this probably isn't going to be the best video because it's just going to be a mix of whatever I got to get done today. Like I said, I got to run to get a check from the Amish for the messed up order for the tin there. I'll show you what it looks like. It actually doesn't look that bad, but it's not what we ordered. So he's going to give me a refund of nearly the entire cost for that tin there. So I'm going to go get that check. Then I have the bottom part, that skinny little part of the moisture resistant drywall. I can finish that up in the breezeway project, the brown breezeway there. And I'm going to take Princess for another walk. But first, I'm going to take her with me to go to the Amish. So I'm not sure what I'm going to film along the way. You've seen this trip several times before, but maybe I'll see something interesting. The other day, I saw a good dozen eagles along the river there. So maybe we'll be able to catch some of them. So for now, no, we're not going to play ball. We're going to go for a drive. Come on. And I'm going to walk her as soon as I get back. She has been walking so good these days. Izzy, drive. Come on. We're going to go bye-bye. All right, let me put this down. Ooh, pretty precarious. It's kind of hard for her to jump up in here with, she's got her leg brace on. Here, let me help her out. Oh. Oh boy. There we go. That was pretty precarious. All right, I may get back with you on the trip sometime, or maybe it'll be once we get back. You ready, pup? All right, let's go. All right, we're on the other side of the hollow, and I just thought I'd show you this farm right here. That's the farm that we can see across the hollow. Let me see, we can see our house for just a second here. You can't see it when there's crops growing. There we are across the hollow. And it looks a lot deeper than it does when you're at our place over there. These are friends of ours right here. This is where Natalie took her horse lessons. And they just got a thoroughbred. I'm not sure which one is a thoroughbred. But the girl there is doing jumping lessons, I believe. Or she's doing it herself. She's not taking lessons. She is jumping her horse. Okay, we're gonna head down the hill, and I'm not sure when I'll get back with you. We are on the mighty Mississippi River here in a little town here. I just wanted to show you Izzy in the back seat. I had thought she jumped in the back seat because she was afraid. That's not the case. She jumps in the back seat because she has full control back there. She watches, she stands, or she sits in the middle right here and watches for cars out the front. And when one's about to go by, oh, there she goes. She jumps into this side window here and watches it go by. So she can watch out the front, the back, and both sides at ease back there. So she doesn't like the front seat at all. She wants to be in control. Right, pup? She's really concerned about other cars. She wants to herd them, so that's her deal when she's in the car. Herd other cars. See, she's watching a car. She's looking both ways, but she's seen this one coming. That's the deal with that. So Izzy's not quite as crazy as I thought. Here's the fish hatchery. The pond is drained. That's just meltwater from the snow. Soon they'll be filling these up and they'll be full of fish that are going to go back into the Mississippi River. We have to take the main highway up to the ridge up here because these back roads, I took that way. There's a road up in there. I took that way before, but they're not as well maintained in the winter, and you really don't want to hit an ice spot on roads like these. I mean, this road is bad enough. You can see all the sand that they put down after a snow. This road gets a lot of sun, so it's fairly clear in the winter. A lot of roads around here are in the shade, so they don't get any sun at all in the winter. They're pretty dangerous. Oh, we got looks like a red-tailed hawk up there. Watching the road for mice. All right, let's get up this ridge. Just a couple days ago, I went to a little town upriver here, and on the way back, I needed to stop at the Amish that I'm going to right now. So I took a back road up to the top of the ridge here, and it had snow or ice on almost the entire road. The Amish metal factory is right there, and I'll get back with you when we're out of there. All right, I just got out of the Amish place, and we got a refund of the majority of the money, everything but the shipping. And that's fine. We'll have to do with the brown siding, and when we finally get sick of it, we can replace it. Like I said, we got the money back for the majority of it, so we can just replace it whenever we want to. And we're still on good terms, so that's good. All right, Izzy and I are on our way down this big ass hill. And then we're gonna go up that hill right there. That's the hill we live on. And we're gonna go take a walk. And I believe I'm gonna get that drywall done. I have a ton of bookwork to do, so not really sure. All right, I'll get back with you there. All right, I'm down in Star Valley. This is actually one of the lobes where the river comes through. The actual star shape is up that way a little bit. I usually don't take this way home in the winter because we don't have vehicles that do really well on these back roads. Some of the roads going up to the top of the ridge are in really bad shape in the winter. They're super icy and just not something you want to try. But I think this sun has melted all that. We're gonna find out real quick. Sometimes I take that route that way, and that goes up on that ridge right there. But that road is so steep that there's no way I would take that in the winter. There's people that live up there that drive that road all the time, but they must have some really good tires. I don't know, this would probably make it. It's a four-wheel drive and I have new tires on it, but I don't know. I'm just not used to going up some of these back roads in the winter. There was a road right up this way that they actually just took it out. They closed off both ends of it and let it overgrow because it was so dangerous. So many cars tried getting up it in the winter and slid backwards. So this one is not much better than it. And the one I'm going up over here is a good deal better. This one isn't anywhere near as steep as that one was up that way. But they close down a lot of these roads in the winter, and the ones that are open aren't that good. Oh yeah, this is just fine. There's only been like 3 days of sunshine since this snow fell. So, like I said, some of these roads are really bad still, but this road is in the sun. We'll see. Some of these areas on this road, I believe, are in perpetual shade. Oh, maybe not. The main road we take to town is in perpetual shade on most parts of it. So they have to sand the hell out of it all the time. No, this is just fine. Beautiful. Izzy's got her eye out for cars. She'll herd them if she needs to. Alright, let's see how much wood he has left. This guy here sells firewood. Well, he's got a good deal. That shed was packed completely to the rafters, and I don't know if it went all the way up to the ceiling or not. You couldn't even see through the door. A lot of people were getting prepared for a cold winter, but it's just been really nice. All right, I am back from the Amish and it is already 2:30, so I'm gonna have to get something done today. What I'm thinking I'm gonna try to do is get this whole bottom part done here, and then I need one piece that same skinny width on this end right here. This is going to get regular drywall on this part here. This side is going to get all mold and moisture proof drywall all the way around the corner, all the way to here, because there's going to be a sink here and we have water coming in here and plumbing in the wall. Better safe than sorry. So all I got to do is cut these last pieces up into those narrow strips and get those screwed in. And I think that's going to be all I have time to do today, because right now I have to take the dog for a walk. And that's going to take a good half hour. So it'll be 3 o'clock by the time I get back in here, and 4:35 by the time I get this stuff done. So I try not to work later than that. Otherwise, I can't get the video out on time. All right, let's take this dog for a quick walk and then we'll get at this. All right, Izzy and I are back from our walk. She's kind of tuckered out. She's gonna lay with her stick for a while. We'll keep using that until she chews it up. But I just wanted to point out, I don't know when it was, maybe it was yesterday, that the roof still had most of its snow on, but now all that's left is that tiny little wiggle up there. And not really the same with the flat roof. I can't show it to you, but there's 2 spots that this morning, they were just, I don't know, maybe 3 foot around, and now they're huge. They take up most of the top of the roof. And the reason there's spots like that, I couldn't figure it out at first, but then I noticed that early in the morning, a couple days there was sun early in the morning, and then it got cloudy, but that sun was reflecting off the new glass from the door onto that spot on the roof, and it melted much faster there. So that's why that happened. But the insulation is so good in this thing that that snow would stay there all winter. But it only goes up to the top of the parapet, and it kind of goes down from there because it's so windy up here. We're never going to get like big piles of snow up there. Just not going to happen. All right, Izzy, let's go in. Come on. Izzy, come. She still wants to play. Good girl. So tomorrow is supposed to be 38 and sunny again. So most of the areas that are in the complete sun like this, they're going to be bare again. In the woods, especially like where Izzy and I walk, that gets almost no sun all day long. That's still going to have a bunch of snow. There's about 5 inches of snow in the woods, and you can already see grass up by the trees. All right, I'll move some of this stuff out of my way and start cutting some strips. This stuff should be pretty easy to install. All I'm going to do, well, I think I'll use my wedges again and just push it up tight up against the other stuff. Put a couple screws in. It only gets a few screws to start with. But I think on this one where we have the hurricane straps, I think I'm going to take a drill and pre-drill a couple holes there, just so we have a little more holding power. It can have screws all the way along the bottom, but on the top it's just 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, and that's it. So yeah, I think I'll do that. Well, I actually don't have to do it at the bottom, just at the top. So I'll just eyeball its location. For the first one, I'll just center it on this stud, even though that one isn't. And then the rest of them are just butted up against it, and then I have to measure both of the ends. So, all right, let's do it. Ta-da! All done. So this wall's done, ceiling's done, that wall's done, that wall's done, except for in the corners. This piece goes at the bottom in here, kind of like that wall over there. It's going to have regular drywall going up and over to that. That's what that piece is. And then when we get to this wall, this is regular drywall with this treated stuff at the bottom. And all of this on this side is the blue stuff, the mold and moisture resistant, all the way around the corner up to there, including the bottom. But in order to get this stuff in, I got to get the penetrations through the wall. Right here, I'm going to try to figure that out tonight. I need an intake and exhaust for a future heater that's going to go right here. And I can probably just leave a chase through the wall and put that in much later. But having the chase, kind of like we have for the mini split, and I can get in there and roto zip. Got a 4-inch, I believe it's a 4-inch, but we have a chase for the mini split stuff to go through the wall right there. So I believe I will do the exact same thing here. This will have a double pipe setup where the intake and the exhaust are kind of the same pipe. One goes through the other. So I'm going to have to find out the size of that and then put in a chase that'll fit that. So once that's done, I can get this wall done. This wall has to have electric coming over. It has to have studs on it and then electric coming over. It'll get a couple outlets, including a dedicated outlet for the furnace. And what else goes here? Other than stuff on the wall, that's pretty much it. A couple outlets, including a dedicated one. And then that's going to be kind of a pantry over there. This is going to be ducting and venting and stuff in here. It's going to be dropped down, and this light will be dropped down as well. Hot and cold running water for the utilities sink. And then a big cabinet starts right here. And that's going to take up this whole area. But this whole area gets drywalled as well. So I got to cut out half studs. So I'm going to get all of this figured out tonight, I believe. And tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day. So hopefully I have enough wood. I can cut all my half studs. I have a few of them here, and those are just like this. Between this and this flat one here, these come out to the same thickness as a stud, 3.5 inches. It doesn't need to be exactly 3.5 inches, but that's how I did it, because stuff needs to fit in the wall, and it's a lot easier when you have it a regulation wall thickness. All right, looking good. So like I said, tomorrow it's going to be, they say it's going to be 38 degrees and sunny. So I want to get as much done over in the machine shed as I can. I'm going to work on room 13. Then the day after that and the day after that, it's going to be cooler and snowy and windy and all that nasty stuff. And I can get back into here and start working in here again. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.